Thursday, March the 15th, 2018, to you. Yesterday, while I was writing my eulogy for Professor Stephen Hawking, I remarked how he got public audience closer to science. Unfortunately, public opinion can have a distorted view of what science is about. It is not people's fault, of course. Too often, media provides an inaccurate, misleading perspective whenever a scientific research is published. It would have been an important detail had it not been that human beings shape their behavior according to what we perceive. Today's new report from Orb Media is a good example of the preceding. According to that report, major bottled water brands, including Aquafina, Dasani, Nestle, and Evian, all have microplastic particles floating in their products. In the Orb study conducted at the Fredonia State University of New York labs, researchers sampled 259 water bottles purchased from 19 different countries. Almost all of the bottles sampled, 93%, had microplastics inside. Using a microscope and fluorescent dye, researchers found around 315 tiny microparticles on average per bottle. Around 95% of these particles are between 6.5 and 100 micrometers in size. To give some context, 100 micrometers is about the width of a human hair. First and foremost, the number of microparticles in bottles are too skewedly distributed. That could suggest an omission in the research designed. Normal distribution is symmetrical. On the other hand, central limit theorem states that averages asymptotically converge to normality as long as samples are taken from the same distribution. Skewedness could suggest then that an omitted variable was present in some observations. Again, some bottles have none, but others have as many as 10,000 microparticles inside a single liter. Secondly, the research work lacked of a control group. That said, a good candidate could have been glass bottles. However, in some markets, the bottled water industry gave up using glass in order to keep production costs low. Thirdly, what could microplastic mean for us? We do not know. Research into the impact of microplastic on the body is seriously lacking. One study, for example, conducted by the European Food Safety Authority in 2016 found that as many as 90% of microplastic consumed through seafood passed straight through the body, while some enter into the bloodstream. The impact of these particles, though, remain unclear. Having said that, will I change my consuming habits? Certainly not. Of course, the drinking water can be risky, but we still ignore the risk of alternative choices. So I will continue to drink water from plastic bottles. It is risky to getting thirsty anyway. Besides, if I drink from the can, why should not I drink from the hood? The world is still on.